Carl Sagan was reported to have suffered from myelodysplastic syndrome for at least 2 years before his death. Myelodysplastic syndrome, also known as MDS, myelodysplasia, or preleukemia, is a rare disease that affects the growth and development of blood cells in bone marrow. During the 2 years with the disease, Sagan had undergone chemotherapy treatments as well as multiple bone marrow transplants before his death. He was reported to have also moved to Seattle, Washington, to receive close high-quality treatment. In April 1995, Sagan received a life-saving bone marrow transplant from his sister, Carrie Green, at Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center in Seattle. Sagan was subsequently discharged from hospital care in May 1995. Sagan would receive 2 additional bone marrow transplants before his death. Sagan's battle with myelodysplastic syndrome was sporadic. His disease, according to his daughter, would often go into remission for a period, only for him to have to go seek treatment after re-emerging. During interviews taken in periods of remission, he conversed about his illness and was optimistic that his disease was cured. In a 1996 interview with Psychology Today, Sagan commented on his near death from the disease in 1995, stating, "I would recommend almost dying to everybody. You get a much clearer perspective on what's important and what isn't, the importance of family and of trying to safeguard a future worthy of our children." In July 1996, after being in remission from the first bone marrow transplant in 1995, Cornell University revealed that Sagan returned to the hospital for treatment in light of a relapse diagnosis of his disease. Sagan had been employed at Cornell University in Ithaca, New York, since 1968 and continued to work there until his death. Sagan was hospitalized with failing health in December 1996. Shortly after midnight on December 20, 1996, Carl Sagan died surrounded by family at Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center. The cause of Sagan's death was complications from pneumonia in relation to his myelodysplastic syndrome. Sagan was survived by his wife, Ann Druyan, 5 children from his 3 marriages, including 4 sons and 1 daughter, his sister Carrie Green, and a grandchild. After Sagan's death, David Duncan, a professor of astronomy and space sciences at Cornell University, stated that, "The entire Cornell community mourns the loss of our colleague Carl Sagan. A gifted scholar and researcher, Carl Sagan inspired thousands of students here in Ithaca and across the world to open their minds to the wonders of science and the universe." Bruce Alberts, president of the National Academy of Sciences, also stated, "Carl Sagan, more than any contemporary scientist I can think of, knew what it takes to stir passion within the public when it comes to the wonder and importance of science." Carl Sagan had a public memorial service held on February 3, 1997, at Bailey Hall on the campus of Cornell University. Sagan had a second memorial service held on February 27, 1997, at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine in Manhattan, New York. Fellow astronomer Neil deGrasse Tyson delivered a eulogy for Sagan, which ended with the parting phrase, "I will miss him." Carl Sagan is buried in Plot F 322 of Lakeview Cemetery in Ithaca, New York.